Good evening.
Hi.
Hello, everyone. We've been doing other stuff for the last few days, so it is now Tuesday while we're doing this, but we are going to do 2 videos today. But I am speaking first. No, I'm speaking first about marriage, basically. And it's not what you think. Marriage isn't what you think, but I just want to touch on a few little points.
Oh, we have been married 30 years, by the way.
Yeah, we've been married 30 years this year, for our anniversary in February before this whole fiasco thing started. We went to Disneyland, and it was the best trip in Disneyland we have ever had over the last, how many years?
Well, no, except for when we took our son when he was 5.
Yeah, that one was pretty good.
Better.
But I gotta tell you, we've been together, even though we're married 30 years, we've been together about 38, which adds up. And it's been like a roller coaster ride. But that's what I want to talk about is we were supposed to have our anniversary party, and we were going to renew our vows. We eloped in Reno, which was wonderful. It was just Damon and I, and
It was on
10 o'clock
Valentine's
at
Day.
night on Valentine's Day, and we were married in jeans. And jeans and sweaters, basically. It was 5 degrees below zero. It was snowing, and, well...
Very romantic.
It was romantic to a degree. Anyway, back to what I was saying. We were going to have a big party. We didn't get a big party like so many people out there who have not been able to really celebrate things the way they had wanted to. And I believe celebration is a huge part of life. And I'm not in charge of the world. If I was, celebration would never have stopped. You must be just thankful and grateful every morning to wake up. I am. Every morning my eyes open, it's a celebration, basically. But I love big celebrations and all of that. What I was going to say, we were going to have a big party, and we didn't have a big wedding. And in these situations now, I was reading an article of what the rules are for coming up. They're going to change that you can have small groups of people, and each state is different, so you have to check in your state of what they're going to allow. We found over the years that, and as I said, we've loved each other all these years. We still have had rough patches, which I'm not going to get into here, but
That'll be a show all in its own.
Oh, that's a whole series. We're going to do a whole series on that. What we found was these huge weddings seem to give people a false sense of, the wedding was so fabulous that the marriage is going to be a piece of cake. It's going to be a fantasy land every day. There's going to be your husband's just going to worship you like a goddess, and your wife is just going to, drool at you and wait on your every word. It doesn't happen like that. I'm sorry to say. There are times over the years that it's like that, but generally having a big, beautiful wedding, you kind of get let down, because if that's the highlight of the whole situation, then you got a hard road ahead.
Now, we're not knocking the wedding industry per se.
No, I'm not knocking the wedding industry. I'm just saying this is where it comes in. You must go into marriage with a fresh set of eyes.
Spirit of cooperation.
Spirit of cooperation. Before you get married, know that there are going to be ups and downs. That this person that you thought would never let you down, or never disappoint you, or you're just holding them on a pedestal, and there could do no wrong.
The land of never is not there.
It's not happening. It's true. They say love is blind. Well, sometimes it's deaf, dumb, and just stupid, and it doesn't see what's coming at it.
Well, there's different stages of infatuation. I mean, there's initial rush of love, there's lust, there's companionship, there's family, building family and responsibility,
Yeah.
all different phases of it. But you still, along the way, you just have to be flexible and try to keep lines of communication open. Don't withdraw into your own world and expect everything to go the way you want it to do.
Exactly, which brings up, before you get married, I wrote down a couple of little things here about, ideally you would have no major debts. Going into a marriage, debt shouldn't be, more than you could pay off in like a year. Okay, a few $1,000s, no big deal. But
Well,
if you're
student
buying
debt's a different. Student debt's different.
student debt, we're not talking about student
talking
debt.
credit card
because
debt, really.
that you can get rid
Yeah,
of.
credit card debt is what we're really talking about.
Credit card debt or living beyond your means is a really tough one. When Damon and I were first together 30-something years ago, we shared a twin bed, and he would sleep and snore, and I'd wake up against the wall, flattened out like some sort of.
So we were not living above our means.
No, so we were definitely, but we
They
were
were
happy.
sharing an apartment with another couple.
Yeah, and we were happy, and we did our best with whatever we had, and I used to think that Damon, had wads of cash every time he would take me out, and it wasn't necessarily so. He'd like eat sandwiches most of the week, just so that he could have money to take me out, which is very, very sweet, and he'd save up for it, and I really appreciated that. And wherever we went, it was fine, whether to have a slice of pizza or a comedy club or something, just, nothing.
Well, if you look at all the statistics, the biggest problem that couples run into is money issues, where either expectations of money is out of whack, or somebody's spending and not communicating to the other person that they're spending, or the other person is
exactly. We kind of have, we're in fact going on a short little vacation soon in a few days, and I asked beforehand, do I have a budget for this trip? Now I've been restrained for months and months and months, and I haven't bought anything, as a lot of people are out there, not, splurge. I'm just like tentative about splurging on something. So I asked ahead of time, and we aren't really sure, but we have a rule that if something is over $1,000, or even $500,
500 is the
sometimes,
limit now.
then you better ask, because you want to nip that in the bud.
Because even if you're making your own money and you're contributing, it's all about the couple, the grouping. I mean, you can't just say, I'm going to spend my own money on whatever I want to spend.
Yeah, it's not this is my money, this is your money, and whatever anymore. You do pull together because you're a team, whether you like it or not. That's what you signed on for in any sort of relationship or strong marriage. You got to talk it over. It's not like, well, I make all the money, and I'm going to spend it however I want. And, well, that's a quick way to break down the communication, which is very important in every situation. But in the next segment, actually, Damon's going to come up with he's got some financial advice. And here we go with the disclaimer. Our videos are not intended to diagnose, cure, treat, any mental, physical, relationship, financial, any kind of issue at all. Consult a professional. We are just here to tell you
These
what
are just
we
our
have gone
opinions.
through. It's just our experiences and our opinions, and on
But
that.
we're on the quest to provide quality bits of information about life. So on that note,
and to also just tell you that things are never as bad as they look. They're never as bad as they seem. This is just a learning experience we're all on. So keep your chin up. Laughter is very important, and make sure you laugh every day, especially with your spouse. Make sure you laugh at something, because that's what keeps it all going, keeps it together.